Wow, that's kind of like as hot as the sun. Good morning. Thank you for joining me. We had a few issues this morning with technology, but that's what happens. Technology doesn't always work. Why does it not all work? Always because we created it. Let's do what I need to do on here. Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry for being a couple of minutes late, but you can't really excuse me because I am never normally late, and it wasn't really my fault, sir. No. It is my fault. I'm taking full responsibility. Write that down. If you want to do something amazing, write that down. 100% responsibility. Write that down. I dare you. I dare you to let me be your coach. I dare you. I'm saying hello to people on Instagram because we've got quite a few people on Instagram. My goal one day is to have more people on Instagram than watching on Facebook. We've got a lot of work to do in order to make that happen, because we have maybe 1,500 people that are watching these every single day. Almost done. Oh, baby. There we go. Now we're in the room. We are here. We're here. There we go. So this is it. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me for day 3. We are My 365. What does My 365 stand for? It stands for you working on yourself. Your life, my life, and working on it for 365 days. I guarantee if you give me a week, it could change your life. If you give me 10 days, it will radically change your life. If you give me a year of you showing up every day at 7 a.m., your life will transform beyond anything that you could possibly imagine. You've got one day left. Tomorrow night, we close the doors of Elite. We've got 26 places left of the 100, and then that's it. Doors close. Boom, you cannot open those doors until we decide to do it again. I'll talk a little bit more about that later on, but write those words down this morning. 100% responsibility. Let's go to my notes. I was up at 4 again this morning, just loving going to work on creating a big love to all of you. And I will be tonight. I'm going to broadcast again tonight at 7:30 p.m. I'm going to share with you some other amazing stories. How many of you like stories like Casualty or Holby or EastEnders or Coronation Street or I don't know, Brookside when it was on, or any film trilogies that you like to watch? Why do you like watching that? Because you're watching a story that resonates. Our life is a story, and you have the opportunity to create an amazing story, but it doesn't come for free. You're going to have to work at creating that life, cultivating all of this out here. It has to be cultivated. We have to get rid of the weeds, pull out the weeds to let things grow and let things develop. So we've been looking at this week at emotional intelligence, mental strength, and we were looking at this. I was asking you the question: what moods, what traits, what are the moods that you experience a lot in your life? So you've got states, moods, and traits. State, moods, and traits. Let's just quickly recap. A state is something you go in and out of. You hear a music, oh yeah, woo, 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 and then all of a sudden you go back to how you were maybe feeling before. Then a mood. Something might happen and you go into a mood. Maybe a mood of feeling frustrated, worried, depressed, anxious, sad, happy. It's a mood. And we often stay in moods, sometimes for long periods of times. And then we have traits. Traits are things that we've picked up. So you say, what is your natural trait? And maybe you say, no, I'm a worrier, I'm an anxious person. That might be your trait, but that is not who you are. That's not who you are. Please understand that. That is not who you are. You are more than the sum of your traits. You are more than the sum of your frustration. You're more than the sum of your worries, your guilt, your anxiety, your depression. Can you not understand that you're more than that? Does anyone agree with me? Can I get an amen? By the way, if you haven't shared this, please share this. Let's get it out there. Can you all understand that you are more than all of that? Because you see, when do I get to see the real you? This was something I wrote down this morning. I was just really kind of getting into some writing, as many of you know. And this is what I was writing down. The real you versus the critical you, right? The critical you. Because if you think about it, but maybe not think about it too much, where does negative emotion comes from? When you're not being emotionally intelligent, what is it you're doing? In many cases, it's because of what you're saying to yourself. Situations happen, you say something to yourself, then a feeling comes and the feeling kind of takes over. But that's not the real you, right? I want you to think about you at your best. What does that actually look like? When you've been your best in the past, I know me at my best is someone who's always looking for the good in people, who's always got a smile on their face, who's always looking to be a little bit mischievous, but at the same time looking to make people think a little bit differently. What about you? What about you? You see, something we will look at more deeply maybe over the next few weeks and months, and I am going to do a whole masterclass on emotional intelligence. Remember, our masterclasses really give you the opportunity to master something, to really cut out all of the stuff, the hogwash, and really get to the heart of what we all need to do to optimize and be the best possible version to create this amazing story that one day they'll know your story. They'll know what you did. They know that you've turned your life around. So that's what I want you to think about. Just take some time. When am I at my best? Because the word I want to look at, and by the way, just so you know, when you're not at your best is when you're feeling guilt or shame, right? That doesn't help anyone. Guilt is such a weird emotion. I say that's weird. It's something many of us experience. But in the Tibetan language, they don't have a word for guilt. The closest word to guilt is intelligent regret. Think about that. Isn't that amazing? Intelligent regret. Intelligent regret. So rather than feeling guilty over what you could have done or you should have done, you just intelligently regret and think, okay, what can I do differently next time? Because guilt is often worrying about something that has happened in the past that you can't do anything about. Intelligently regretting something and thinking, what am I going to do in the future? Does this make sense to all of you? Because this is the key word that I'd like everyone to write this down. Write down this word, responsibility. Now, many of you have heard me say that word before. Cheers again. Right? Just write it down. Just remember, guys, in any given moment, you have the power to do something. You have the power to shape things, to create things, but it's getting out of your own way. Real emotional intelligence is when you start to wake up and realize that you can watch yourself. I'm going to look at this in a little bit more detail with you guys tomorrow. By the way, today is a very special day because we are launching today our 365. We are taking my 365 into businesses and companies and working with people there. And that's what we're doing today for the first time. So happy birthday, the first day of our 365 being born. But that's another story. So we look at the word responsibility. And I wrote this down again because I feel this is so powerful, right? So the way a lot of people look, think about this. This is a key for your emotional intelligence, for your mental strength. Think about this, responsibility. You should be more responsible, shouldn't you? People associate that word often with a burden. The burden, oh, I should be a bit more responsible. No, let's look at the word responsibility. Responsibility. That in any given moment, you have the opportunity to respond in a different way. I don't know about you, but there have been so many times in my life, I'm getting better at this, much better. Every day in every way, a little bit, one little droplet, one little droplet. Think of this, every time you turn up here, one little droplet doesn't maybe make that much difference. But if you add another droplet, another droplet, another droplet, another droplet, all of the time, you can create a Grand Canyon. And that's what we're here to do, guys. That's why I'm here every single day. So it's one little droplet. You go out, you do your best, you learn, you come back, we grow together, we create the most positive and powerful community the world has ever seen. People are going, I'm creating an amazing story. And it might not be a story of how you took over the world, but it might be a story of how you created your own internal world inside here, because this is the world that really counts. This is the thing that we can change. We can't change what's going on out there. You know, with what happened in Manchester a couple of days ago, what can you do about that? You can feel terrible, you can feel hurt, but what can you do about it? What can you do about it? Can you send these people love? Could you go to Manchester? What could you do to make a difference? And what could you do? Do you not see how we owe it to all of these people that aren't here anymore to make the most of our life? Do you think anyone who's not here anymore doesn't want us to make the most of ourselves and make the world a better place while we're still here? What do you think? This is just the way I look at it. Now, I might be wrong. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with feeling guilty or worrying. If you feel that way, you should let yourself feel it. Sometimes it's important to let yourself feel negative emotion. But what I want you to understand is responsibility. Responsibility. That you have the ability to respond completely differently. But what most of us do is just respond the way that we have done in the past. Does this make sense? Choose your response to change your style. Okay, so we talked about this yesterday. Let's wrap things up. I'll see you tonight at 7:30. Come and listen to a few more of our incredible stories of people who have turned their lives around. I'm excited to share that with you. But just think about it. Think about it. We spoke about style. You can tell the sort of style. I do like this. I love this T-shirt. I love my Adidas tracksuit bottoms that I've been wearing. I just love to wear it. It's my style. I like the iPhone. I like my car. I like a certain style. I like funky shirts. It's my style. What about you? What about you? Write it down, but think about what's your emotional style. I want to be someone who's stronger. I want to be someone who doesn't let stress and anxiety take over. I want to be cool. I want to be calm. I want to be collective. I want to be funny. I want to be happy. That's the style I want to create. And every day, in every way, I'm going to cultivate it a little bit. Does this make sense to every single one of you? I should stop saying, does this make sense? Because it's not a question of whether it makes sense. It's just a fact. I want to know from all of you. I want to see videos. I want to see you posting videos on our Facebook page. I want to see, or write it down. Tell everyone this is who you are and this is the emotional style that you are committed to creating. It's like a farmer. The farmer doesn't decide, I'm going to grow some barley, and then halfway through decide, oh, actually, I'm not going to grow that. I'm going to grow something else. I mean, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with changing. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is we have to choose who we become and the emotional style that we want to create. It's time for us. You know, you might be a stylistic person, but how about creating the internal style? I really appreciate every single one of you. Tomorrow is Thursday. We close the door of Elite. Elite is going to cost you 33p a day to become an Elite member. And I want all of you to think about right now, how many of you have subscriptions that you don't even use, or you use but you don't really get anything from it? I used to use Sky. I don't have Sky. I don't even watch the TV. It's a waste of my time. I try to get rid of all of this. I have a few subscriptions that are very important to me. I believe that this one could radically change your life, and you deserve it. You deserve to give yourself the opportunity to access information that you can apply to your life. You can apply this to your life, and I'm sure many of you will go extremely far just from this. But if you want to go a little bit deeper and you want to be surrounded by some incredible people, I am selling this to you, but I'm telling you, this is an amazing investment that you can make. As of tomorrow, I will stop talking about it until we open the doors again. We have 27, I think now 25 places left. Yes, 25. Tomorrow night, the doors close. Take advantage of going Elite. Get closer access to me. Let me coach you like I've coached Olympic champions and business executives and everyday people just like you. In a few words, my friends, from people like Desi and Louise and all of you right now, just tell these people here why you think they should go Elite. What has Elite done for you? If you haven't seen the interview that I did last night with some of our members and the night before and realize those people are just like me, go and have a look and hear other people's stories, because this is real. This isn't EastEnders made up nonsense that fills up people's minds with what's wrong and what's missing. And by the way, if you watch EastEnders, just enjoy it, you know, if that's what you want to do, because there are worse things that people could do. Thank you so much, everyone. I really, really appreciate you. Michelle Buchanan, what an amazing lady. So many of you, Joanne Gibbons, people who are just saying, this is me. I want to be the best. I want to be a force to be reckoned with. I don't want to be a victim. I want to be a hero. Harley Jackson, another amazing lady. Janet Summerscales, who's recently joined us, who's just taken her life to a whole new level. Carmen, these people are real, and you can get to know these. I look at you guys like superstars. You are superstars. Elaine Jews just joined us, who I've known for many years, has joined the Elite family. It's only going to get better and better and better. Thursday night, we have a broadcast, an Elite webinar on habits. Guys, have a great day. I will set up a link tonight so some of you can come and listen to a few more of our Elite members and hear their stories. Much love to you all. Abigail Newman, unreal. We will see you tonight. Join us for the show. Have a great day. Think about what's your biggest learning. For me, it's all right now, the emotional style and using the responsibility that you have to be amazing. Take care. We'll see you soon. Much love to all. Bye-bye. Oh, actually, I didn't do this yesterday. Goodbye, Instagrammers. Let's just recap, make a quick film on here. Let's end. Here we go. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So this is day 3 on emotional strength, emotional intelligence, mental strength. And what we've been looking at today, we've been looking at the word responsibility. A lot of people think of that word as a word that is associated with a burden. Oh, I should be more responsible. No. Break the word down. Respondability. Understand, if you want to develop your emotional style, and that's what I'm asking all of our members to do, think about the style that you want to create. Me, I want to cultivate the style of someone who's strong, happy, resourceful, someone who looks for the good in things. That's what I want to cultivate. What about you? If I want to cultivate that, I have to recognize that I have the opportunity in any given moment to choose the way I respond. You can always change your response to things. You can't change what's happened, but you can change your response to what happens. That's it. We'll see you tomorrow for some more exciting tips, tools, and techniques to help you create an unbelievable life. Have a great day. See you soon. That's it, guys. Much love to all. Thank you. Sandra Bickmore is in the house. Eddie McElboy is in the house. We'll see you soon. Have a great day.